I've had an exhibition called Careless Memories in Foubert's place off Carnaby Street for the last 2 weeks, and tonight is the launch party of the book, also called Careless Memories, which is my memories, effectively, of the 1984 Duran Duran Sing Blue Silver tour. It was a band breaking into America, becoming huge in America while we were there. So they were one of the first MTV bands. They'd appeared on MTV. We got to America and they became bigger and bigger. The fan worship was huge. The TV stations all wanted interviews. They did a press conference 20 years after the Beatles had arrived in America for the first time. It was exactly 20 years later, so they all latched onto that. They did a photo session for Rolling Stone, which was titled the Fab Five, and really it was most of it was the mayhem of the memories, really. Offbeat suggested that I offer some of the prints for sale as limited edition. I've chosen 37 images. Each one will be a limited edition of 25 prints. One of my favourite images is Simon Le Bon and Andy Taylor in the back of a limousine first thing in the morning on the way to the airport. And Simon's looking very nonchalant and uninvolved, and Andy is holding a bottle of beer with a cigarette in his mouth with the smoke drifting, and he's got a magic wand that he's just putting over his head at that exact second. And I chose that out of all the shots that I took in the car that morning just because it seemed to have a lot of elements that were summed up a tour, sort of the madness because it was after partying from the night before, but also going to the airport, and also there's obviously still a sense of humour in it all. I really like one of John and Simon with a Citroen, which is the other one that's blown up really huge at the exhibition, and it was taken in time off during a video shoot in France. And they're just standing next to an old Second World War Citroen, and you could see the old French buildings behind and the tram rails on the ground, and I just like that just because of the context, really. And they look good because they were dressed up and made up for a video.
I think it's excellent. It gives the real fans a chance to own something, a piece of history about the band, which is really nice. And I've always collected limited editions myself, so I gather there's going to be a book, but having prints that you can frame and put on your wall will be really nice.
I think the prints are amazing because I don't think anybody would have seen a lot of them here. I think maybe some of them will look alike, but I think they're incredibly, they give an insight into the band, backstage, their lifestyles outside of the group, and I think they're incredible. And I think by the band signing them and becoming limited edition, they'll become quite an investment in the coming years.
I love his work, it's fantastic. I love the fact that it's all black and white. I've bid on 3 of his prints, so hopefully I'll be successful with that. And I think Dennis is a brilliant photographer, and he manages to capture moments that will be long lasting.